She's ahead in the path to 270, if you will, although, as I said, I saw some polling last week, at the end of the week, that suggests to me Trump is closing in, if not passing her, in some of these states. And then look at the issues. Look at the issues. Donald Trump leads her in our latest poll by 8 points on the economy. Almost always issue number one in presidential elections. Donald Trump leads her by 6 points on the issue of terrorism. Donald Trump leads her by 13 points on who would best handle ISIS. You see Hillary Clinton's advantages more broadly on foreign policy, on health care, on abortion rights and race relations. But if this is an election about the economy and security, those top three numbers suggest, Julie, that she comes into this hall with a problem.
It definitely does. I think what she has to hope is that voters in November look at this not as an issues election, but as a temperament election, and say that because things are so bad, because I do feel so anxious, I need to stick with someone who understands the system, who may not be my first choice, but I at least don't think would screw things up royally. Trump is a much bigger risk. That is essentially the fundamental question of this election, risk versus steadiness.
Donald Trump. This election cannot be about Hillary Clinton if she is to win. She has to basically render him unacceptable. And if she does that, then she'll win. But it is, it's got to be tough for her. You know, the reason why this race is still as competitive as it is, in large part, is because of her own negatives. Given Trump's historic unpopularity, this should not be that competitive of a race.
In addition to the security challenge, when you see her down 8 points in the economy, Trump is for change. I will change Washington. I'm against these trade deals. He's very muscular about it. He has not added a lot of policy about I'll do this in a minute. Although Ivanka added more. Ivanka suggested some policies, but we'll get to that in a minute. What is Hillary Clinton's economic message? If you had to put it on a bumper sticker, doesn't she have to? I don't know what she's for.
It's basically, again, it's what Jonathan's saying that Donald Trump is unacceptable. And the interesting thing about these numbers is there's already millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars in television advertising from the Clinton campaign and Democrats behind this, trying to define and brand Donald Trump. That clearly hasn't worked, at least as of this point, in terms of the economy. She has put a lot of money into saying that, he's not for you on the economy. He makes all his things abroad. She goes through a laundry list of all his tchotchke, if you will, that he makes other places, but no one cares about that. So that's the one worry inside Brooklyn.
Not sure they won't care about that when they start seeing ads in Ohio and ads in Pennsylvania.
But they've already been up, though, on the air. So the question is, will advertising work in this campaign like it has before? It didn't in the primary. Of course, this is a different audience here, but that's one worry that'll be in this hall. Is Donald Trump sort of, oblivious to or protected from all this normal types of advertising?
And sometimes we have been